House Republicans continue to push to make changes to election laws in South Carolina. A panel met on Wednesday talking about a bill that would establish early voting in the state. Our Jason Raven explains.
Right now, the state has in-person absentee voting, but voters need to have an excuse to vote early, like having to work on election day, you're taking care of someone who's sick, or you'll be out of town that day. The Republican-backed bill would create early voting 2 weeks before a general election here in South Carolina. Now, any registered voter in the state will be allowed to vote early. People who spoke on the bill Wednesday agreed this was a good move for South Carolina.
We now have interesting statistical studies that show that in-person early voting does not give a partisan advantage to any party. It doesn't even reliably increase turnout, but it does make life much more convenient for the busy people in our world today.
Now, the legislation would set certain requirements and limit the number of early voting locations a county can have. They must also be at least 10 miles apart. Now, critics of that 10-mile requirement say it would negatively impact voters living in urban areas of the state.
We want efficient elections. We don't want elections where people are waiting hours and hours at the main office to vote. And that's my concern, though, on the 10-mile part, is that they will wait hours and hours to vote at my office. And I can have 1,000 people staff that location, but it's not going to change the makeup of my lobby.
The bill would also require voters requesting absentee ballots to show a government-issued photo ID. It would also require anyone signing as a witness on an absentee ballot to print their name on it as well. The League of Women Voters of South Carolina says these requirements could end up being unverifiable for mail-in ballots and leading to more work for election workers.
We don't see how they can be verified if it's a military ID, if it's a passport number, unless you ask the voter who's applied for an absentee ballot to show up in person. You don't have access to those databases.
Now, the House Judiciary Subcommittee did not take any action on the bill Wednesday. In Columbia, Jason Raven, 7 News.